سلام خدمت همه عزیزان، امیدوارم خوب باشین. خیلی خوش اومدین به جلسه امروز. نماینده دانشگاه گریفیث رو داریم، آقای مهاجرت، که در خدمتشون هستیم امروز و فقط یه سلام علیکی باهاش رو انجام بدم. Hi Mohammed, how are you? You are muted, Mohammed. Just muted. Yeah.
Hello, Mustafa, and salam everyone. Thank you so much for inviting me to this webinar.
Would you please tell us a little bit about yourself and the university?
Okay, thank you, Mustafa, and hello everyone, and welcome to this virtual session today. My name is Mohammed Bawaz, and I'm the regional market manager at the Griffith University. It would be my pleasure today to welcome you all and give you some information about Queensland and Griffith University to help you make your decision when, of course, choosing to study, work, and live in Australia. Mustafa, can I share my presentation, please?
Of course, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Please let me know if I am able to move to the next slide.
Yeah, you can move, of course.
Can you see now why I study in Queensland?
Yes, you are seeing
okay,
why I study
great.
in Queensland.
Okay, great. Thanks so much once again and welcome. So today, as I said, I would like to give you some information about Queensland. It's one of the states in Australia where we have a number of universities offered. I'm from Griffith University today, of course, to give you a bit further information about why students and people choose Queensland due to strong factors. One of them is, of course, the quality of education offered by Australian universities to make most of Queensland world-leading education. For example, Griffith University is ranked in the top 2% in the world, and many subjects are ranked in the top 50, 100, 150, and 200. Quality education, of course, will lead to employability. Griffith University has been ranked as a 5-star university for graduate employability, helping students with internship and preparing students for future jobs will help you, of course, to grow your career with emerging industries in Queensland. Living in Queensland is multicultural, so you'll enjoy a range of lifestyle in a large and vibrant state. We have more than 130 different nationalities studying at Griffith and, of course, living in Queensland. Of course, you will enjoy also living in Queensland, where we welcome students and visitors, and you will experience friendly, culturally inclusive community. So we have two major cities in Queensland. Brisbane City, which is the capital city of Queensland, and we have Gold Coast, which is a coastal city. You will enjoy 300 days of sunshine a year. And Brisbane population is 2.1 million people. Gold Coast has 590,000 people. Both cities are modern, and Brisbane is one of the world's most livable cities. Gold Coast is a regional city where we hosted Commonwealth Games in 2018. The top industry sectors in Queensland are financial and professional services, contributing $42 billion a year. And the second one is mining and resources. Construction is currently the third largest industry in Queensland, and tourism is the fourth largest industry in Queensland, especially Gold Coast, attracting a large number of tourists from all over the world. This is Brisbane City is the third largest city in Australia and the capital of Queensland. It's a lovely city. It's a growing city, and this is one of the images about the city of Brisbane. We have more than 130 people, different nationalities living in Brisbane. Why students and people in general choose Brisbane? It's perfect timing for you when making your decision to choose studying or living in Australia to consider living and studying in Brisbane. Brisbane is currently the fastest growing major Australian capital city over 10 years, with 275 billion economy by 2041, and currently 68% of economic growth will reach by 2031 before the Olympic Games that Brisbane and Gold Coast will host in 2032. In addition to that, it's 40% of export growth also will be by 2031 before the Olympic Games. This is the image of Gold Coast City, which is a beautiful city on the coast. The distance between Gold Coast and Brisbane is about 1 hour, and we have public transport available, so you can catch train from Brisbane to Gold Coast. And the good news, of course, now that Queensland is offering only 50 cents for public transport. So you can travel from Brisbane to Gold Coast and vice versa for only $1 a day. So you can use public transport in both Brisbane and Gold Coast for 50 cents. You will enjoy a unique lifestyle in both Brisbane and Gold Coast. You will enjoy 60 kilometers of coastline with some of the best beaches in the world. And the average temperature in Queensland is between 15 to 25 degrees. And we have the largest subtropical rainforest in the world. Of course, also you'll enjoy metropolitan cities, a mix of shopping, multicultural dining, entertainment, and enjoy a lot of festival and markets in both cities. Gold Coast is also ranked #1 for affordability in Australia and in top 100 in the world. And the rent on the Gold Coast is 40% cheaper than in Sydney, as an example. Talking about the Gold Coast, recently the Australian government has reclassified Gold Coast City as a regional city, and this means that any student who chooses to live and study in Gold Coast will be eligible for an additional 1 year of post-study work visa after graduation. For example, if you study in Brisbane, Sydney, Melbourne, you will be eligible for 2 years after graduation, while Gold Coast will give you 3 years after completing your degree, and also you will have access to regional occupations list after graduation to help you apply for permanent residency. Talking about Queensland, the Olympic Games in 2032 will bring a lot of benefits to the state of Queensland and, of course, to you and current students. As a student studying in Queensland, you can work, of course, part-time while studying 28 hours every week. And after graduation, you can enjoy the post-study work visa and apply for a full-time job. And later on, of course, if you are eligible, you can change it to permanent residency. And this means that there will be more job opportunities in Queensland. So perfect timing for you to choose the state of Queensland. According to research by KPMG, they predict that hosting the 2032 Games will deliver 8.1 billion in benefits to Queensland, including a 4.6 billion economic boost to tourism, trade, and 3.5 billion in social improvements such as health, volunteering, community benefits, and other sectors. By the end of 2025, an additional of 281,000 workers will be needed in Queensland to fill new jobs. The next slide will show you how strong is the industry in Queensland. So here on the right side, you will see all major cities and regions in Australia. And South Brisbane, where is Brisbane located? It's 9.8, and Gold Coast is 10.9, ahead of all other cities or states in Queensland. So we are expecting a large number of jobs in the next 8 years till the Olympic Games. I will show you now some of the recent projects. This is one of them. It was opened in October last year, created more than 8,000 new jobs with the cost of $2.6 billion, which includes more than 2,000 new residential apartments, restaurants, luxury hotels, and many more. The government of Queensland is currently focusing on other projects. One of them is Brisbane Metro, which has started stage 1, Cross River Rail. They are redeveloping Brisbane Airport, building new villages for athletes. So as you can see, a lot of projects underway in Queensland. A huge investment in the next 8 years, which will be in favor, of course, of all students and graduates at a later stage. Talking about Queensland, now it's the time to talk about why you should choose Griffith University to study when choosing an Australian university. So Griffith University is located in Queensland. Can you see my screen? Yeah. Established in 1975 with 50,000 students, including 11,000 international students that come from 130 different nationalities. 200,000 students have already graduated, and we have been teaching more than 200 plus degrees under the in the bachelor's and master's degree, plus 38 research centers for, of course, PhD students. We are one of the largest education provider in Australia and one of the leading research universities in Australia as well. So at the university, we focus on the future by preparing the students for the future world of work with degrees developed in consultation with the industry and based on the cutting edge research. So university always discuss with the other industry partners the needs of employers, and based on that, we design our degrees. We create global citizens. So our degrees have an international focus, preparing you for work around the world. It's not just Australia, and our degrees are recognized by most of the international organizations. Being, of course, a 5-star university for graduate employability, we include real-life industry experience in our degrees at the bachelor's and master's level to help you gain work experience from an Australian company while studying the degree at the university. Griffith is a young and ambitious university, ranked as the number 33 in the top under 50 years university. This year will reach 50 year old, but still, as a young university, you are ranked in the top 2% in the world. By subject ranking, as you notice from this slide, there are many subjects ranked in the top 10, 50, 51 to 100, including nursing, hotel management, ocean engineering, law, education, dentistry, computer science, energy and science and engineering, water resources, and many more. We are a multi-campus university located in Queensland. All our campuses are in Brisbane and Gold Coast. So we have Nathan campus. I will show you some of the images. This is Nathan campus, our largest campus in Brisbane city, is about 12.9 kilometers from the city center of Brisbane. You can live near the campus or live in the city and use public transport to reach the campus. And on this campus, we teach most of the programs, including education, computer engineering, aviation, education, and many more. The second one is Mount Gravatt campus, is a small campus near Nathan campus where we teach psychology, nursing, and criminology and criminal justice. And this is our South Bank campus in the city. It's about 5 minutes walk from CBD, where we have Queensland Conservatorium of Music, College of Queensland of Art, which are ranked in the top 200 in the world. We have a small campus called Logan campus between Brisbane and Gold Coast. It's a small campus. We teach a limited number of programs, including social work and nursing. And our largest campus is Gold Coast, where we teach most of the programs, including world-class health facilities. We have teaching hospital on campus, Gold Coast Hospital, as well as sporting facilities. We have 27,000 students studying on this campus in different study areas. Now I'm going to show you the study areas offered by the university. So we have architecture and construction and planning ranked in the top 200 in the world. We had the first school of environment in Australia. We have business and government, teaching a wide range of business, commerce, and accounting. You can choose different majors in the bachelor's and master's degree. We have the largest school of criminology and law in Australia. Teaching is also ranked in the top 200 in the world, as well as teaching engineering, different majors, information technology, cybersecurity, and aviation if you are interested in becoming a pilot. We also have the School of Humanities, Languages, and Social Sciences, ranked in the top 200 in the world, as well as medicine, dentistry, and health, teaching almost all health study areas, including pharmacy, speech pathology, medicine, dentistry, dental technology, social work, and health sciences. Music and performing arts are also ranked in the top 200 in the world, located and offered at Gold Coast and South Bank. Science and environment, also in the top 200. And the last school is visual and creative arts, offered at the one of the oldest colleges in Australia called Queensland College of Art. As I mentioned, most of our degrees are accredited by professional memberships and organizations in Australia, New Zealand, and internationally. This is just an example which applies to most of our degrees. For example, engineering will enable you to become registered by Engineers Australia. This also applies to nursing, for example, to be accredited by the Australian Nursing Council. Talking about the services and the support provided by the university to help students cope and succeed in their studies, we have what's called Griffith University English Language Enhancement Strategy, which includes different components to help you succeed at the university. So we have English, free English help, which is provided at any time by the English Language Institute. So students can make an appointment and talk to an academic while studying their bachelor's or master's. We have GriffMates, also to help you practice your English, and English for grades. So different types of services offered by the English Language Institute. And also we provide a lot of workshops throughout the semester to help you learn more about academic writing, computer skills, and time management. The advantage of studying at the Griffith University is having the opportunity to have an internship and industry placements as part of your curriculum while studying your bachelor's and master's degree at the university. So you will have the practical learning and projects with real companies in Queensland. Opportunities will include internships for 1 trimester. It will be unpaid because it's part of the curriculum. So you can choose it if it's a core subject. Otherwise, you need to choose it as an elective. I highly encourage you, of course, to choose an internship because it will help you to have this connection with a company in Queensland. But it will help you later on, of course, when applying for a full-time job after graduation. We have also work integrated learning, industry affiliated program, community internship, clinical placements for health students, companies on campus. Also, we have application factory, taxation office, design studios, a global experience where students can do their internship overseas, for example, in Japan, Korea, or in Europe. To support students with their journey at the university and, of course, later on to be ready for the jobs, we have also what's called the Griffith Industry Mentoring Program to enable students to overcome barriers to industry engagement. So we connect our students with industry professionals based in Queensland and beyond, in person or online. These mentors are committed to assisting students to clarify their career objective and also supporting them in their transition from study to graduate employment. Many of our graduates have been successful in finding good job opportunities after graduation by using all these services offered at the university. In addition to the other services, we have student health and well-being. We have also international advisory where they meet with international students on a daily basis to discuss any issues related to education or even if you have any personal problems. Also, we have one interesting program called GriffMates, where you enjoy participating in volunteering activities and, of course, practice English. And this program also might help you to find some part-time jobs while studying at the university. Sometimes we ask our Griffith mates to help us with some projects and, of course, pay them per hour. So you can join this program as soon as you commence your studies. In addition to that, I would like to mention that we have more than 120 international student clubs on campus where you can join different activities, including education, cultural activities, and sporting activities throughout the semester. So last thing I would like to mention is about scholarships. I missed that part. Scholarships in 2025, we have International Student Academic Excellence Scholarship. So we are currently offering a 25% scholarship for students who have a GPA of 5.5 in their year 12 or in your bachelor's degrees. In year 12, what we require is 15.8% in Iran pre-university certificate or Iranian high diploma. So you'll be eligible for a 25% automatically. You don't have to apply online, and this will come with your offer letter. And the good news, of course, is that this scholarship is valid for the entire duration of your program, for 3 years or 4 years, depends on the duration. But you need to enroll full-time and maintain the same GPA of 5.5 every semester. The second scholarship is more attractive. It's Griffith Remarkable Scholarship, which is 50% for the entire duration as well. But for this scholarship, you need to submit an application online and compete with other applicants. Also, you are required to submit a motivation letter to tell us more about your extracurricular activities or, of course, achievements and why you deserve this scholarship. Apart from the scholarship, if you look at the Griffith tuition fees, we have competitive tuition fees compared with any other university in Australia, considering our ranking location. So, for example, for Bachelor of Business, it's 35,000 Australian dollar, excluding the scholarship. If you get the scholarship, it will be reduced to approximately 26 or 27,000 per year. For Master of Business, it's 39,000 Australian dollar per year. Bachelor of IT, for example, is 38,500. For the Master of IT is 41,500. This is the average tuition fees. So it varies from one program to another. The most important information I would like to share with you is about the assessment level of the university for student visas. Currently, Griffith is assessment level 1. So the Department of Home Affairs is abiding the process of student visas for Griffith University in 2025. And the last thing I would like to share this slide, which includes a list of our partners in Queensland. So Griffith University is currently working with over 200 industry partners in Queensland, where you can do your internship and gain work experience from an Australian company to help you later on after graduation to find your full-time job. So this was the end of my presentation. Thank you so much for listening to me and joining us today. I will be more than happy to answer your questions.
Thank you,
So over to you, Mustafa.
Thank you, Mahanad. That was great. And I really enjoyed all the information. And it's very promising. It's very promising future. If someone comes to Queensland, could be a very promising future, I think, based on whatever you say. And when is the Olympic there?
It will be in 2032.
2032 would be the Olympic there. And
but the government has already started the preparation by, of course, working on huge projects in both Brisbane and Gold Coast cities.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. And about the scholarship, you said 25% is like a guaranteed scholarship for Iranians?
Yeah, if they have a GPA of 5.5, for example, 15.8% in their Iran pre-university certificate or the Iranian high diploma, they will be eligible for a 25% guaranteed scholarship for the entire duration.
54% is it?
15.8.
Based on Iranian system?
Yep.
بچه 15.8 pre-university, or is it bachelor degree, or?
No, this is, the same thing applies to bachelor's degree, of course.
So their GPA in bachelor degree should be more than 15.8 to be able to get that for 25%.
Yeah, for the master's students, of course, we look at their bachelor's degree. It has to be a 5.5 or what's equivalent. So our admissions will convert the GPA.
Yeah. Is it 15.8, you said?
Yeah, 15.8.
So if it's not 15.8, then do they get any other scholarship?
We are currently working on a new scholarship strategy. Hopefully it will be announced in the next few months to be to help the students to gain, of course, a scholarship even if they don't meet the GPA requirements. I will keep you updated on that.
That's great. خب بچه‌ها الان اسکولارشیپی که دانشگاه گذاشته 15.8 باید باشه معدل مقطع قبلی. مثلا شما اگه برای فوق لیسانس میزنین لیسانس، اگه برای لیسانس میزنین پیش دانشگاهی، باید 15.8 باشه که اسکولارشیپ 25% که خیلی زیاده، که 25% گفت به کل کورس میخوره، نه فقط ترم اول بهش میخوره. ولی دارن میگن که حتی اگه 15.8 هم نباشد، داریم یه راههایی رو پیدا میکنیم که اونم بتونیم اسکولارشیپ رو بگیریم. Okay, so I just opened the chat box. So guys, if you've got any question from Mohamed is a real expert. I mean, he knows everything. So you can ask any questions, and you can ask your questions. Mohamed, how is the Brisbane? Everything is good there?
Yeah, now it's still good. Yeah, waiting for a storm. Hopefully everyone will be safe.
Yeah. So the average tuition fees is like 40,000, you said, for master degree.
Yeah, start between 34 up to 40,000 Australian dollars for most of our master's degree.
40,000.
Yep, approximately. It varies from one program to another. And also, I would like to mention that most of our master's degrees include both coursework and research, or coursework only. In addition to that, the duration of the master's also varies from 1 year, 1.5 years, and 2 years. So, Griffith University is one of the few universities in Australia that has 3 different degrees in the master's programs, 3 different durations. So we follow the UK system where students can do a master's degree for 1 year, and in Australia for 1.5 and 2 years. Of course, if you are interested in staying further after education, I recommend that you choose a 2-year program to enable you to gain the post-study work visa.
مهند میگه که ما مسترامون 1 ساله، 1.5 ساله و 2 ساله است، ولی خب 2 ساله بهتره چون پست استادی ویزا بهش تخصیص داده میشه. بعد شهریه هم که پرسیدین، شهریه 50 خورده ای نیست دیگه، شهریه تقریبا میشه با $40,000 هم 41-2,000 دلار هم سالانه شهریه رو اوکی کرد. فقط بپرسم بدم این $40,000 بعدش بهش آف میکنه دیگه؟ آره فکر کنم باهاشون. So Mohamed, that 40,000 tuition fee is before like a discount or after discount? Like
no, before the discount, excluding the scholarship.
So when they apply scholarship on it, it will be something around 30.
Yeah, then of course the amount will be reduced from the first trimester. So when paying their tuition fees, we will deduct the 25% from their tuition fees every semester.
So it would be something around, if it's, for example, 40,000, then you deduct 25%. It would be something around like 32.
About 32,000.
و بچه‌ها خیلی خوبه دیگه. یعنی مثلا $40,000 رو شما اگه تخفیف بزنیم بهش 25% میشه $32,000. اونم تقسیم به 2 کنیم میشه $16,000. یعنی زیر $20,000 میشه ترمش. به نظر من خیلی خوبه این. یعنی عالیه. Okay, let's go to the questions. The Griffith University provide accommodation for students?
Yes, we do have. We have on-campus accommodation in both Brisbane and Gold Coast, but we need to book in advance to ensure that your place is guaranteed. Otherwise, you can live near the campus and share accommodation with other students. And the third option is living in a private accommodation, because Griffith University is working with different accommodation providers in both Brisbane and Gold Coast. A luxury accommodation, safe, high quality, and the location is also fantastic, so you can reach to the Griffith campus and live also in the city. So different options for you.
میتونید از خوابگاه‌های دانشگاهی استفاده کنین، یا از خوابگاه‌های بیرون دانشگاه استفاده کنین، یا از خوابگاه‌های خصوصی استفاده کنین. گفتم ماکسیمم اسکولارشیپ مستر چیه که گفتم 25%. Mehdi has said my GPA is 19 out of 20, which means like very good.
Yep, excellent. He's eligible for 25% scholarship.
Yeah, Mehdi, you can get 25. scholarship. The Griffith University, it was. If I apply for a second master degree, then which GPA do you consider for 25%?
Yeah, in this case, the admissions will look at your latest qualification, which is the master's degree, not the bachelor's degree.
میگن که حالا تو این شرایط به اون آخریه توجه میکنن. Somebody has said my GPA is less than 15.8. Am I eligible to get the 25% if I apply through like VisaPick, our company?
Well, as soon as we receive an update on the new scholarship strategy, hopefully he will be eligible for Griffith scholarship. We are still working on it.
اگه معدل کمتر باشه، میگن که اگه کمتر از 15.8 باشه، ما داریم روش کار میکنیم و به محض اینکه خبرش بده بهتون میگیم. Can we receive any fund in the اون که گفتیم how much is the tuition fee for MBA degree?
Okay, so instead of MBA degree, I recommend that they choose Master of Business where they have more flexibility in selecting subjects, especially that MBA nowadays, it's not becoming more popular than before. So you need to focus on a subject that will help you to find full-time job and of course lead you to permanent residency. For example, in the Master of Business, you can choose Master Economics as a major or Business Analytics as one of the majors to help you gain the work, post-study work visa and find a full-time job. It will be approximately 39,000 Australian dollar per year without the scholarship.
You said 39?
39.
And then if we apply the discount, it will be much cheaper.
Yeah, much cheaper, around 32,000.
$39,000 اگر که اون اسکولارشیپ هم بگیرین که $32,000 در سال میشه که نصفش پرداخت میکنین و شده ویزا میگیرین و میایین. And then is 64 PTE score a good score? Of course.
Yes, of course, because the maximum we require is 58 in PTE with no less than 50.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Is it important to have a degree from the top universities in Iran to be able to go to Griffiths?
No, not necessarily, because according to our list or reference in Australia and the UK, which our admissions refer to when assessing any qualification from Iran, most of the Iranian universities are listed in this guide. So I think most of the Iranian students will be eligible. In case the university is not listed as assessment level 1 university, for example, then we need to look at work experience and other qualifications to hopefully help the students to become eligible for entry in our degrees.
What are the challenges that a student teaching English will face by applying to the university?
When applying or when studying at the university?
They say by applying.
When applying, of course, no challenge apart from the English proficiency test that they need to provide at a later stage. Otherwise, we assess their qualification based on the ranking of the university, the accreditation of the university, and of course, based on their GPA. And also, Mustafa, I would like to mention that also most of our degrees will allow students with different backgrounds to apply for example, students who don't have any working experience in business, they can apply for Master of Business. And even if they don't have a bachelor's degree in business, they can still apply for Master of Business based on their work experience.
You mean, for example, if they've got a degree for science, then they can apply for
they
business?
Can apply. They can apply for Master of Business based on their work experience in business, or even without the work experience. But why I'm saying with the work experience in business for visa purposes to avoid a visa rejection. So it has to be related. The same thing applies for Master of Information Technology. So even without any degree in information technology, the students can apply for Master of Information Technology.
برای مستر بیزنسی اگر رشته‌تون غیر مرتبط هم باشه میتونید اپلای کنین. مستر اف اینفورمیشن تکنولوژی یا همون آیتی هم میشه با سری مسترهای دیگه غیر از کامپیوتری هم باشه اپلای کرد. I think 50% of the questions are about scholarship. And so is there any social work courses?
Yes, we do have Master of Social Work, which is becoming popular in Queensland. Many job opportunities in the field of social work, especially after COVID. We have noticed a huge demand. So our graduates actually have started working part-time in social work even before graduating because of the demand in Australia. Not only social work, but also global public health, health services management, pharmacy are becoming popular degrees and job occupations after COVID.
My bachelor degree and GPA is 14.25 and my GPA master degree is 19. So can I apply for scholarship?
In this case, admissions will consider his master's degree, which is 19, and offer a scholarship based on that.
Yeah. So let me just, I just want to have a review because my guys, they're telling me just review the offer one time more. I just want to review the offer just for a few minutes.
Sure.
خب بچه ها ما در واقع یه بار دیگه این رو با هم دیگه مرور کنیم. خب ببینید خب ما در واقع آفری که در واقع شهریه‌ای که داریم کالج لیسانس و ارشد هست، کالج 18 تا 26 سال، مدرک سال آخر تحصیلی ریز نمرات، مدرک زبان، هزینه 1 سال کالج و تمکن مالی، مدارک مورد نیازمون. آیلتس 5.5 بودن میخوایم و تمکن مالی که میخوان $70,000 استرالیا و $10,000 نفر همراه. هزینه تحصیل سالانه در کالج 10 تا $20,000 استرالیا است که ما باید نصف اینو پرداخت کنیم وقتی اپلای میکنیم. سن پایین برای کالج خوبه. اگه سنتون بالای 26 ساله کالج به نظر من ریسکش زیاده. حتی سن پایین اگه دانشگاه بیایم بهتره. ریسک 50% کالج رو تو دانشگاه کمتر از 5% ریسک ریلیتیو می‌کنید برای خودتون. لیسانس 18 تا 27 سال، آیلتس 6.5 و تمکن هم $70,000. شهریه هم حدوداً بین 35 تا $45,000 است برای سال که شما باید نصفش رو پرداخت کنین که بتونید بیاین. و ارشد 22 تا 40 سال تا 42 سال هم میشه اپلای کرد و آیلتس 6.5 میخواد و $70,000 تمکن باید بتونید نشون بدین. شهریه هم بین 35 تا $45,000 است. مثلا شهریه‌ای که امروز الان با آقای مهند صحبت کردیم با $32,000 هم در سال که شما نصفش رو پرداخت می‌کنین میشه در واقع شهریه رو جلو. چه هزینه‌ای باید بدیم، چه رو پس میدن، چه رو پس نمیدن. شهریه ترم اول بین 20 تا $25,000 استرالیا باید بدیم. اما امروز دیدیم خب باشه با شهریه‌ای که امروز صحبت کردیم برای دانشگاه گریفیث حتی $16,000 هم میشه، 16-17,000 هم میشه اپلای کرد برای ترم برای یه ترمش. بیمه رو باید پرداخت کنیم. مجرد حدوداً 1000 خورده دلار، متعهد حدوداً $9,000، متعهد با فرزندم $18,000. کمی بالا پایین دارن این بیمه ها. اینا برای 2 سالن که اگر ویزامون خدای نکرده رد بشه پول اینا بهمون پس داده میشه، پول شهریه هم بهمون پس داده میشه، اون رنگای سبز رنگ. وکالت تضمینی ویزا پیک $3,900 نفر، اصلی $500 نفر همراه که اون $3,900 تو آفر کمتر شده. اگر که ویزا خدای نکرده قبول نشه به جز 10% ارزش افزوده بقیه همه رو پس میدیم. قانونی ویزا $1,600، $1,190 و $390 برای نفر اصلی همراه و فرزند که اگر رد بشین اون پول رو اداره مهاجرت پس نمیده. ترجمه مدارک 10 تا 20 میلیون که پس داده نمیشه ولی خب ترجمه مدارکتون رو میگیرین. اپلیکیشن فی دانشگاه، هر دانشگاه بودن $150، بعضیشون ندارن، بعضیشون $100. اون هم طبیعتا پس داده نمیشه چون میدیم به دانشگاه و میره. ما توی ویزا پیک خدمتی که ارائه میدیم چه تفاوتی با مؤسسه‌های مهاجرتی دیگه داره تحصیلی؟ یک، ما پرونده رو همزمان برای اسکیل ورکر هم بهش نگاه میکنیم. نه که قرارداد اسکیل ورکرتون با همین باشه، نه جداست، ولی ما نگاه میکنیم. رزومتون رو خراب نمیکنیم. رزومه میذاریم که منطبق باشه. پیک مپ رو نصب میکنید کامل فول کل مراحلتون داخل پیک مپ میاد. این به این معنی نیست که آفیسر ندارید، آفیسر دارید، اما پیک مپ کمک میکنه که بهتر فرصتون رو مدیریت بکنید. پرونده با کد رسمی وکیل میره که خب خیلی از دفاتر ندارن این رو. ما به 40 تا دانشگاه هم میتونیم پروندهتون بفرستیم، حالا نه که به همشون بفرستیم ولی امکان ارسال به همه داریم. 2 تا 3 تا پذیرش براتون میتونیم بگیریم. بالاترین نرخ قبولی ویزا در ایران رو داریم، 96% ویزاهامون قبول میشه. تنها شرکت فعال مهاجرتی در مقصدیم، یعنی ویزاتون که میاد وصل میشیم به یک شبکه‌ای که دوباره در ادامه در استرالیا وجود داره. مسیر 0 تا 100 مهاجرتی رو با آکادمی پیکمپ دنبال میکنیم. آکادمی که اگر پلاتینیوم ببندین دسترسی به پلاتینیوم میگیریم، بیش از $10,000 دوره آموزشی اونجا هست که پرداخت نمی‌کنین دیگه پولی به ما، و اگر سیلور باشه دسترسی به سیلور میگیریم که میتونین همه دوره‌هایی که اونجا هست رو استفاده بکنین، و اکانت فلش پی تی رو هم که اینجا 1 ماهش رو به صورت رایگان میگیرید و میتونید استفاده بکنید. که اکانت فلش پی تی نه فقط اکانت تمرین بلکه تمامی تدریس و آموزش‌های پی تی هم داخلش هستش. آفرمون هم امروز اینه که فکر کنم 3 نفر دیگه پر میشه آفرمون. $3,900 شده $2,900 و این کلش پرداخت برگشت داده میشه اگر که تو مدل گارانتی ما بیاین، و چه قسط اول و چه قسط دومش پرداخت برگشت داده میشه. با $799,000 آفرش در واقع فعال میشه و کل بخش تحصیلیتون اینجا کاور میشه. پکیج دیگه‌مون $1,500 که اون گارانتی رو فقط نداره، بقیه چیزش دیگه خب شبیه همه. تو آکادمی هم دسترسی به سیلور آکادمی رو میگیریم به جای گلد آکادمی. این آکادمیه که پکیجشو نشون دادم. پلاتینیوم اگه قراردادتون تضمینی باشه به این دوره ها دسترسی میگیریم بدون اینکه دیگه به ما هزینه بدین، کل این دوره ها رو میگیریم. اگر که سیلور باشین دسترسی به سیلور رو میگیریم. و خدمت شما بگم که این آفر رو پرداخت کنید چی میشه. $799,000 پرداخت کنن کسایی که پرداخت کنن چی میشه. ما از فردا شروع کنیم باهاتون ارتباط میگیریم. 1 تعیین سطح کامل زبان و ارائه مسیر آموزشی زبان رو بهتون میدیم. 2 اکانت 30 روزه فلش پی تی رو بهتون میدیم. به اضافه من اول جلسه یادم رفت بگم توی این کمپین 30 روزه ما هم میتونید شرکت کنین که 30 روز بچه‌ها با هم جوین میشن، میان داخل یک گروهی و اونجا همشون با هم دیگه 30 روزه پی تی رو میخونن. ما هم در واقع برنامه روزانه کمپین رو تو اون گروه براتون میذاریم که اون تو اون گروه شامل فیدبک معلم نیست، فقط ما برنامه میذاریم. این رو هم میگیریم به صورت رایگان. تو این کمپین هم میتونید شرکت کنید. بعد در واقع مشاوره کامل مهاجرتی تحصیلی اسکیل ورکر رو هم میگیرید، یعنی در طول هفته باز در مورد تحصیلی اسکیل ورکر باز مشاوره‌های بیشتر میگیریم. بالاخره یا شما باید تحصیلی اقدام کنین یا اسکیل ورکر یا هر دو رو با هم دیگه بالاخره برای استرالیا اومدن یکیشو اقدام خواهیم کرد که این آفرتون شامل هر چیزی که اقدام بکنید خواهد شد. حتی اگه از تحصیلی رفتین رو اسکیل ورکر شامل اونم میشه آفرتون. ولی اون $799,000 که میگیرین چون اکانت و این خدمات مشاوره‌ای و کامل ساپورتتون می‌کنیم یک هفته، اکانت فلش پی تی هم که بهتون کامل داریم میدیم، کمپین 1 ماهه آموزش پی تی هم که میایین تو گروه هم داریم میدیم دیگه، اون $799 بهتون پس نمیدیم. اگر هم که قرارداد بستین $799 از قراردادتون کم می‌کنیم. این آفر امروز و کلا 3 نفر دیگه هم بزنید آفر پر بشه، چون ما کلا 30 نفر برای این آفر که خواستیم. اوکی خب من برگردم. Okay, so Mohammed, let me just unpin this page. Stop presenting. This now it should be okay. So guys, let me just open the question chat box. If you've got, this is the last round of FAQ with Mohammed. So if you've got any question, please leave your questions here, and then we are answering your questions. So, is there any mandatory foundation program for students that are aiming to start computer science or construction management bachelor degree?
For any students, of course, completing Iranian high school diploma, they will be eligible for direct entry into Griffith bachelor's degree. Only in case their GPA is low, then we need to offer them foundation or diploma of, for example, information technology leading to the second year of the bachelor's degree, or diploma of engineering leading to the second year of the Bachelor of Engineering. So the duration is still the same tuition fees. They will get 2 qualification, a diploma and a bachelor's, or a foundation plus bachelor's. But most of the cases, students will be eligible for direct entry into our bachelor's degree.
Direct entry is 3 years or 4 years?
Yeah, so for computer science is 3 years, information technology is 3 years, business is 3 years, but engineering is 4 years, pharmacy is 4 years, international law is 4 years.
So if Iranian students come for like computer science, then can they finish it in 3 years?
Yeah, I will tell you the exact entry requirements for computer science. Please give me 1 minute.
پست گریجویت از تحصیل رو واسه مقاطع مختلف توضیح کوتاه میدین. عرفان پرسیده. بله عرفان. ببین چه لیسانس چه فوق لیسانس شما 2 سال پست استادی دارین، به شرط اینکه درستون رو وقتی تمام می‌کنین سنتون زیر 35 سال 11 ماه و 26 روز باشه، 29 روز باشه. یعنی 36 نشده باشه. یه روز مونده به 36 اگه درستون تمام بشه 2 سال پست استادی ویزا میگیرین، چه در لیسانس چه در فوق لیسانس کورس ورک. اگر توی دانشگاه‌های ریجینال باشین مثل گریفیث 1 سال به این شما اضافه کنید.
So Mustafa, for Iran pre-university certificate or Iranian high school diploma, we require 12.3% in the final year results for direct entry into bachelor's degree. So students will be able to finish in 3 years.
So you require 12.3, I mean GPA?
GPA.
So if the GPA is 12.3, then they enter without foundation courses.
Yes, without foundation.
That's great. That's very good. اگه بچه‌ها معدلتون بالای 12 باشه اون دوره فاندیشن توی لیسانس بهتون نمیخوره دیگه، 3 ساله وارد میشیم. خیلی خوبه. میام فکر کنم وقت خواب شماست. نه بابا وقت خواب کجا؟ ساعت 7 تا 50 دقیقه است. تازه من برم خونه 3 تا بچه دست کم باید 2 ساعت باهاشون بازی کنم که اون نباشه اصلا نمیخوام.
Sorry to interrupt you, Mustafa. Since we have also our diploma programs, which is equivalent to the first year of the bachelor's degree, so it will be the same duration, and students can join the diploma and progress into the second year of the degree at Griffith.
So it will be totally 3 years.
3 years, still 3 years. Yes, 1 year of diploma plus 2 years of the bachelor's. The total will be 3 years. The same duration, the same cost.
Then the offer would be like a package offer.
Package offer, yes, for diploma plus bachelor's. A diploma will be offered at the Griffith College, which is part of Griffith University. The advantage there will be, of course, studying in smaller classes, have better preparation, more interaction with academics, and have access to the facilities and services at the Griffith from day one. So they are Griffith students from day one.
بچه‌ها میگن که در واقع شما اگر که بخواید یه ذره وارد دانشگاه بشین تو مقطع لیسانس، به جای اینکه بیاین مقطع بچلر 3 ساله رو بخونین، میتونین بیاین دیپلم یعنی کاردانی 1 ساله بخونین، بعد برین 2 سال بعدش بچلر بخونین. یعنی اونجوری یه مدرک کاردانی میگیرین، بعدش یه دونه مدرک لیسانس میگیرین. مزیتش هم اینه که سایز کلاس‌ها کوچیک‌تر میشه و دسترسی به اون آکادمیا یا افرادی که دانشگاه کار میکنن، یعنی استادا، دسترسیاتون بیشتر میشه. چند ساعت در هفته اجازه کار داریم. لیسانس 24 ساعت در هفته به صورت میانگین برای خودتون همراه. برای فوق لیسانس خودتون 24 ساعت، یا میگم 24 ساعت در واقع درستش 48 ساعت در 2 هفته است. و همراه به صورت توی فوق لیسانس همراه میتونه فول تایم کار کنه.
Yeah, sorry again. Can I add one important thing? We also offer double bachelor's degrees where students can choose, for example, business with computer science, engineering with aviation, computer science with information technology, law with criminology, and many more, where the duration will become 4 years or 5 years. But students will get 2 qualifications and they will increase their chance of finding a good job opportunity after graduation. And this applies to master's degree as well, where we offer 2 master's degree within the same duration and the same cost. For example, Master of Civil Engineering with Master of Engineering Project Management, and Master of Marketing with Master of International Tourism as an example. So 2 qualifications, the same cost, and students will have more chances of finding job opportunities in 2 different fields.
Wow, that's great. That's great. How long does it take for master degree?
2 years.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Many students think, yeah, sorry.
There you go.
Yeah, sorry. So many students think that by studying 2 master's degree, that the study load will be more, but it's not actually the same duration, the same number of subjects, which are 16 subjects over 2 years. The only difference is that they will study mix of both curriculum at the same time.
That's fantastic. شما میتونید مسترهای 2 ساله بگیرین، مثلا سیویل انجینیر با پراجکت منیجمنت 2 سال با هم بخونین، 2 ساله 2 تا مدرک بگیرین. Do you issue 2 master degrees in that case?
Yes, in this case we'll issue 2 master degrees.
That's great. و مثلا مارکتینگ رو با اینترنشنال توریسم بخونین، 2 تا مدرک فوق لیسانس بگیرین، 2 سال بخونین ولی 2 تا مدرک فوق لیسانس بگیرین. خیلی خوبه. Yeah. So he said that there are some other scholarship in addition to 25%. Would you please ask him to clarify? Bahare says.
Thank you. The other scholarship will be, of course, the 50% scholarship. Maybe I can share my screen to show you more about this, if possible.
Of course.
Yeah, thank you. Because we have deadline for this specific scholarship.
Yeah. Are you sharing your screen?
Yeah. Yep, now sharing it.
Is this 50% competitive or?
Yes, it is competitive because we have a limited number of scholarships offered by different faculties. So students will need to compete and, of course, provide a unique statement of purpose or motivation letter to enable them to compete with other applicants from all over the world. It doesn't depend only on the GPA. Of course, we require a high GPA when applying, but also on other factors, including your work experience, for example, your English results, your volunteering work, anything you would like to mention in your unique motivation to convince our committee to give you this scholarship.
Is it like, do you recommend students applying for that, or do you just, is it just like a dream?
No, it's not. Of course, every semester we are offering a good number of students this scholarship. They can have a chance. Anyway, they will be eligible for the 25% based on their GPA, and then they can try to get the maximum scholarship, which is 50%. By the deadline, of course, for example, for the July intake, the deadline will be April, so they need to apply before April in order to receive an outcome in May.
Okay, that's good. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
If someone's 3 scores differ from the standard in the PTE exam, will they have to take a language course or they get waived?
Okay, it's a good question. Thank you. Of course, we have our English Language Institute in both Brisbane and Gold Coast. For students who don't meet the English requirements for entry into bachelor's or master's, for example, if they lack, let's say, 2.5 points in the PTE test or half a point in or 1 point in the IELTS test, they can study English at our English Language Institute. And after successfully completing this program, they will progress into our bachelor's or master's without the need to do an English test again. This is one of the benefits, of course, when having a package offers with ELIQUOS. There will be an additional, of course, fee for the program. We'll give them a 20% scholarship.
Yeah. Is it free to live on campus when they pay tuition fee?
No.
No.
Yeah, because the tuition fees doesn't cover the accommodation. So they need, of course, to pay additional fees for accommodation, whether it's on campus or off campus. And since you are talking about the cost of living, I would like to clarify that when applying for a visa or even when submitting their financial documents to our admissions, they need to show a bank statement of approximately $29,710 for living cost. This is for one single student. If they have family members, they need to show more funds in their bank account. We'll need to add on that 1 year of tuition fees and health insurance and airfare when calculating their eligibility for the what we call genuine student assessment. This it will be stage 1 before applying for a visa.
Yeah. بچه‌ها کار دانشجویی در واقع 48 ساعت در 2 هفته میتونید کار کنید. Is there any like on-campus job?
Yeah, sometimes it's available based on the demand, of course. Some schools, for example, or our management, for example, we might find some students who are able to work part-time and assist us in some projects. But most of the jobs will be offered, of course, off campus, in the suburb, in the city. Especially nowadays, I have noticed a large number of part-time jobs available. Whenever I walk, I can see ads. Even on campus, I can see ads for part-time jobs, considering, of course, the recent development in Queensland.
من اگه بالای 16 سال باشه بهم تخفیف شهریه میخوره. بله. بالای 18 سال میخوره. بله. یعنی هم حمیده و هم محسن. Alireza, after graduation in Master of Pharmacy, the degree program is accredited?
Yes, Griffith master's degree and bachelor degree in pharmacy, both of them will lead to registration in Australia. Both of them are accredited. So students, after completing their Griffith bachelor or master's degree, they will need to complete the assessment and get the accreditation from Australia. The news is that as soon as they complete their masters, there will be a paid internship for 1 year offered by different pharmacy organizations.
That's great. That's very good.
And high income as well.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. And what about the Masters in Business Management? Is it going to be 2 years? And after graduation, how much time do we have to work?
Okay, so Master of Business Management will be 2 years, and after completing this degree, the students can stay in Australia and work for another 2 years in Brisbane. But if they choose Gold Coast, it will be 3 years. So plenty of time for them to find a suitable sponsor or a company to offer them a full-time job and increase their chances of course, being eligible for post-permanent residency. And while studying Master of Business in Management, I recommend that you choose another major, for example, Business Analytics, or another major in Finance or Economics to help you to find a better job and, of course, leading you to permanent residency based on the priority list of occupations.
Yeah, how long does it take for?
It's still the same duration of 2 years, so students can choose more than one major in the degree itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the second year.
Yeah, yeah. Is there
or
any
one major, one minor? Yeah, thank you.
Or one major what?
One major or one minor. Also, students can add a language major as an example. Especially in the bachelor's degree, students can do, for example, economics with tourism, or accounting with finance, or supply chain management, which is becoming also one of the popular majors.
Yeah.
In addition to that, they can specialize in a language and add a language as a major as well.
Yeah.
For example, you can study Spanish, French, and any other language. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Great. Is there any post-study work permit for those graduated of master degree with the age more than 36? No. There is no post-study visa if you are more than 36. So your options would be permanent residency, job-sponsored visa, and also you can switch to Master of Research or PhD in order to be eligible to get post-study visa. Mohamed, how is the transition from finishing master by coursework to a master by research? Is there any opportunity to do that in Gerifiث?
Yeah, thank you, Mustafa, for this question. At the Griffith also we have Master of Philosophy, which is a 2-year program, which will lead, of course, to post-study work visa for students who are above the age of 35 years old. And of course, this program also will help them to pursue PhD later on. So we can offer Master of Philosophy plus PhD. And also for students interested in the PhD program, we have an interesting program called Graduate Diploma of Research Studies for 1 year. So it's shorter than the Master of Philosophy, which will lead to PhD. We are one of the few universities offering a packaged offer for graduate diploma in research plus PhD to help them to have supervisors ready for them as soon as they complete their graduate diploma.
Is it self-funded?
Yeah, it's self-funded unless, of course, the students apply for Griffith PhD scholarships. We have general scholarships, full scholarship covering tuition fees and living costs, and the other scholarship is partial tuition fees, only covering tuition fees without the cost of living. Most of our Iranian students are actually receiving these scholarships.
Yeah, so for graduate research, the one they start with, how much is that one?
It will be approximately 26,000 to 30,000 Australian dollar per year.
Yeah.
Depends, of course, on the PhD program as well, because we package it with a PhD.
And then do they need a thesis for that?
Yeah, when applying for this one, they need to find a supervisor and develop a research proposal, because we are going to guarantee the supervisor for them after completing the graduate diploma. That's the difference why we need a proposal from day one.
So in order to apply, do they need to have the supervisor from day one, or can they apply for graduate research, come to Australia, and then find the supervisor?
Yeah, if they want to apply for this program as standalone degree, they can do it without packaging it with PhD, but they still need to find a supervisor and develop a research proposal, because it's a research degree. And also, I would like to clarify one thing, Mustafa, that at the master's level, students can do both research and coursework at the Griffith University. For example, while studying Master of Business, they can choose research component in the last semester or internship and continue studying coursework for students who have the interest in doing research. A combination of both. If they want to become a professional, just I recommend that they do the coursework subjects. But interested in the academia, of course, I recommend doing research component in the last semester, which is equivalent to 40 credit points. Depends on the structure of the degree.
Yeah, so if they want to apply for a graduate research now, for a 1-year graduate research, so what you are saying is that now if I want to apply now, I need to find a supervisor. This is my question.
Yep, they need this to find the supervisor.
Yeah, which one do you applying for graduate research plus a PhD, or applying for master by coursework? Because I personally, most of the time, recommend master by coursework. But
yep, I agree with you. But for students who are above 35 years old, they need to choose a research degree only, not a combination of both. Otherwise, for other students, I recommend the standard master's degree that has coursework and research component if they are interested. Coursework master's degree will help them to find a professional job immediately after graduation.
Yeah, for those above 36, if they want to apply for a master by research, then they need a supervisor.
Yes, they do. Yeah.
So is it self-funded?
It's in both cases, self-funded or research. We have research scholarship as well.
So self-funded research-based master degree, how much does it cost?
Okay, so I will share, just give me 1 minute. Also, I'll share the link with you in the chat box for all scholarships offered by Griffith.
Mohammed, yeah, no, ندابود هستن.
I will try to share. If not, I'll just read for you. So the Master of Philosophy by research is between 1 to 2 years, and tuition fees are 36,500 Australian dollar per year. This is, of course, without any scholarship.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Yeah, 36,000 approximately per year. It might go up to 40,000 in some study areas.
And how is the likelihood of the acceptance rate there if they apply for master by research? Because they need to find a supervisor. Does it make the process slower, or is it like practical, like master by coursework is really practical? But
Yeah, the application process is different because here we need, of course, to check their eligibility based on the English requirement. GPA, it has to be a high GPA, and unlike the standard masters by coursework. And also we need to communicate with the supervisor to finalize the process. That's why it might take a longer time when applying for Master by Research or Master of Philosophy or PhD than the standard Master by coursework.
Yeah. So do they need any thesis to have a thesis to apply for a Master by Research?
No, what they need to have is just a research proposal of 3 to 4 pages to summarize and outline their research. For example, they can include an introduction, also a literature review, course outline, the objectives, conclusion, just to a summary of their research or research topic. And of course, they can go online and choose one of Griffith research topics that matches with their research area.
بچه‌ها اونایی که بالای 36 ساله اگر که بخواین اپلای کنید روی مستر بای ریسرچ میتونین برین یه تز 3-4 صفحه‌ای داشته باشین. حالا رو وبسایت دانشگاه هم یه سری اریاهای خوبی گذاشته شده. برین نگاه کنین. بعد مستر بای ریسرچ باید یه استاد پیدا بشه. شرایطش حالا تقریبا اندازه همون مستر بای کورس ورک که زیاد فرق نداره. ولی مستر بای ریسرچ اگه کسی که حالا اقدام بکنه میتونه بعداً پست استادی ویزا رو داشته باشه. بعضی بچه‌ها با مستر بای کورس ورک میان اینجا بعداً تلاش میکنن که سویچ کنن رو مستر بای ریسرچ که اولش یکم ورودشون رو راحت‌تر بکنن. به حال این سوالو چون چند نفر پرسیده بودن منم یکمی آوردمش بالا و حالا یه لینک هم This is the link for Master by Research, yeah?
No, the first link is for the scholarship by research, and the second link is for the Master of Philosophy by research.
Yeah, thank you.
Also, sorry to interrupt you, Mustafa. I will share one link where students can find supervisors easily based on the research topic, and this tool will help them also to navigate a long list of supervisors.
Sure, thank you so much. خب بچه‌ها اینم که براتون گذاشتیم. So you've left two links there.
Yeah, now I'm going to share the third link, which includes Griffith experts in all study areas.
No worries, thank you so much.
Where they can search for any supervisor by typing just the name of the topic or the study area. For example, business, they will see a long list of supervisors with their research topics, research outputs, and also the academic contact number. So what I recommend to do when communicating with an academic is just to send a short email with your CV, your research topic, and introduction, and they will respond to you to say, yes, we can supervise you, or they might refer your email to another colleague who has the interest to supervise you.
Right. یه ایمیل کوتاه بچه‌ها اگه اونایی که میخوان مستر بای ریسرچ بخونن بزنن و برسته اون لینکشو گذاشتن. Yeah, thank you so much. I just opened the link. And another Yasaman has asked, I've got a bachelor degree in architectural degree, 14.84, and I've got a good PT exam, 78, and I've applied and for a Master of Architecture and for your university, Gerifice University, and after 5 days, you've said that Yasaman has not passed the
requirements.
Yeah, and then what was the problem? I have 25 years of age, and yeah, what's the situation there?
Yeah, can you please share me the student application number if possible, so I can check online while talking and find out the reasons. But in general, I would say that for entry into Master of Architecture, the requirements are higher than another degree due to strong competition into this program. And we also have another similar program, which is called Master of Urban and Environmental Planning for students who have lower GPA than the Master of Architecture.
یاسمن شما بعد
if they can consider it.
یاسمن I will get the reference number and provide it to you مهند. یاسمن شما بفرست برای بچه‌ها ما به من بفرستن بعد من برای مهند تو واتساپ بفرستم بگم چیه پیگیری کنم براتون. شما فقط کد رو به بچه‌های ما که اون واتساپی که باهاش ارتباط داریم بفرستین کد به من برسه من براتون پیگیری می‌کنم. So Mohamed, thank you so much. Do you have anything else you want to add to the
Yeah, one more thing regarding the qualification assessment, Mustafa. In case the student doesn't have a bachelor's degree of 4 years, for example, from Iran, just a college with work experience, we might consider them for master qualifying program for 1 semester leading to masters. So we can still accept them through a different pathway leading to master program.
So are you talking about those guys based on the CEP, their level is not 1-2?
Yep, exactly. If they are not eligible for direct entry into masters, they can still have one more chance of applying through a pathway.
Okay. And the pathway is like 6 months or 1 year?
Yeah, about 6 months. So they will study only 4 courses and then progress into master's degree.
Yeah, that's great. So is it for the ones having diploma or having bachelor section 2C based on the CEP?
Yeah, it will be bachelor section 2 or 3, for example, or a diploma for 3 years. Then they can apply like 2 diplomas, for example, they could be eligible for this program.
Yeah. بچه ها اونایی که لیسانس سکشن 2 دارن یا کاردانی 3 ساله دارن یه راهی هم هست که اونو بیارن بچسبونن به یه مستر دیگری تو همین دانشگاه و برای اون اپلای کنن. Yeah. Anything else, Mohamed?
Yeah, thanks so much. Of course, admissions will assess each application based on the student's profile and update you accordingly. And this is from my side. I wish you all the best. And thank you once again for inviting me and for joining us tonight.
Thank you so much. That was really precious. Appreciate your presence here. And we are waiting for you again for another webinar or seminar. And I see you.
It will be my pleasure.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much, Mustafa. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
من ازتون خداحافظی می‌کنم. دیگه نکته‌ای نیست. برای 45 سال ارشد بهتر دکترا 45 سال باید به فکر اقامت بعدش باشین. اون اقامت بعدش یکم چالشی میشه. تقریبا تنها راهی که داریم توی 45 سال یا باید جاب اسپانسر بگیریم با حقوق $170,000 که سن از بین بره اونجا یا باید ویزای داماد بگیریم که تو مناطق روستایی استرالیا یه کارفرما پیدا کنیم. غیر از این دیگه آپشن دیگه اقامتی نداره 45 سال بالا. آفر دانشگاه 25% تخفیف میده رو شهریه دانشگاه. حتما. با 28 سال آرش لیسانس توصیه نمیشه، ارشد بهتره اقدام کنیم یا برای رشته‌های ترکیبی برش. برای تحصیلی اعتبارهای 2 سال بعد. خب خسته نباشین. امیدوارم که بهتون کمک شده باشه و به زودی زود توی استرالیا ببینیمتون.